What is up, people, and welcome back to my channel. So today we're gonna just be doing like a lot of talking about everything, so make sure you guys go ahead and buckle up because today's going to be a bumpy road. You know, I'm back. I always say that, but I'm back. Okay, like for real, I think I got everything that I need to continue to put out content. So let's go. Before we get started, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to my channel because yeah, you already like me, you already here. I'm just taking a pencil to fill in my brows because I lost my crayon case, little gel stuff. Well, I didn't really lose it. It's around here somewhere. I just don't know where it is. So for right now, I just been using a pencil because I'm too lazy to look for it. Like, y'all, my makeup room is crazy. I got makeup everywhere, and then I keep getting stuff sent to me. So it's like I got the stuff that I already have, and then people keep sending me stuff. So it's like it'd be a lot going on. But anyway, good news first. I got a MacBook Pro, honey. I got a MacBook. My boyfriend brought me a MacBook. I'm super excited. He was like, you know, look, we just gonna go ahead and get it because you need to update your equipment. Like, you keep talking about it, you need to go ahead and be about it. So he got me my little MacBook. I was like, yeah, he love me, don't he? Or he love that. Wow. Now I'm just saying. But anyway, I'm super excited. I gotta learn how to work with it because y'all know I've been using my iPad. So learning how to work with this equipment will definitely be different. But I'm super excited to like really try it and just see, you know, the work that it's gonna put out. Hopefully it puts out way better quality. So I'm here for it. I hope y'all are here for it, okay? So before I like really jump off into this video, I just want to tell y'all, like, listen, I'm not your favorite YouTube artist. I'm just like any other person. I am human just like anybody else, and I don't mind cussing folks out. Glad we got that clear, so now we can go ahead and move on. I'm gonna rock with orange because I haven't really did an orange look in a while. So I'm gonna be using the Juvia's Place. What is this palette? Hold on. Let me show y'all. It's this one. I'm gonna be using this today. I don't know if y'all can see that. Hopefully y'all can. But this is the palette I'm gonna be using today. Because I haven't done orange in a while, and I think it would be cute to do like a cute little orange look. So that's what we're gonna be rocking with. So I've been noticing that cheating ever since like Sweetie and Quavo broke up, which has been like, I guess like 24 hours or something like that. Cheating has become like this big conversation that all of a sudden everybody want to have, right? So I was like, all right, why don't you weigh in on cheating, okay? Like, how about you just, you know, try to drop some gems and, you know, your opinion on it. I mean, everybody else got an opinion, so why can't I have an opinion? So let's do this. I believe that time and time again, Hollywood has shown us that relationships should not be people's goals. And I don't understand why people do any relationship, let alone Hollywood relationships, as goals. It just does not make sense to me. Like, you don't know what those people go through behind closed doors. You don't know what's actually happening, and here you are talking about what are my goals. You know what I'm saying? People, what I found is being in this industry especially is that people only show you what they want you to see. Meaning, like, notice how nobody posts, well, I don't know, because TikTok be kind of crazy, but nobody really posts like when they're going through some shit. Like, you never see people with pictures of them crying, or you never see pictures of, you know, people just really going through stuff. They only show you the happy times and everything like that. That's the same thing as far as like relationships go. Nobody's gonna post like when they find out, oh, such and such was cheating on me. Everybody get real quiet. Notice that when some shit hit the fan, especially with celebrities, everybody gets really quiet. And that's why I really don't get why people are like, well, I feel like their goals. Nobody should be your goal. Even in real life, I don't feel like people should have relationship goals. Like, no relationship should be your goals. And what may work for this person may not work for you. Like, what my needs are and what I need in a relationship may not be exactly what you need in a relationship. I may need certain things that you don't need. And I'm gonna go in and try to make this darker. Y'all know I always try to go in and make shit darker. That's just who I am. I just like a darker edge. I don't know why. It just speaks to me. It just calls me. Notice how I said that my needs, not wants, my needs may be different for everybody else. I feel like a lot of times people get in relationships based off of their wants and not really focused on their needs. Wants are extra bonuses. everybody of course wants some things out of their relationship, but needs are like essential. My needs have to be met 100% for me to be in a relationship with anyone. I'm gonna cut my crease. I'm gonna use this e.l.f. concealer to cut my crease. I hate putting it on the back of my hand because this stuff is like strong. It's so hard to get off of my hand. Like, it's crazy. The difference between like a want and a need is like, okay, you may want a Birkin bag, you may want a 300,000 allowance a week, or whatever the case may be. That's a want. That's something that's not essential to you living, okay? And then a need, for me, like personally, I can only speak on my needs. I need communication. I need somebody to be a role model to my children. It's something that I cannot live without, okay? Like, communication, let me tell you something. You don't have communication, you don't have anything at all, okay? Nothing else matters if you don't have communication. I think, like, personally, I think the older that you get, the more your life changes, the maturity level changes, the wants will change, the needs will change as you get older, because back in the day, boy, all I wanted was somebody fine. I didn't give a shit how he treated me. I was like, I just want somebody fine. If I gotta cry at the end of the day, bitch, I'm gonna cry at the end of the day, because I just need somebody fine, okay? But now I'm like, he ain't gotta be the cutest, you know what I'm saying? Like, he could be alright, and as long as he's feeding my needs, then I'm straight. Once again, it took me a little bit to get here, though. Like, I had to be snotting and lifetime crying for a little minute before I got it. Like, bitch, you have to stop going after the same type of person in order to get different results. Like, you can't keep going after the same person and then crying when it ends the same. Like, that's the definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. So I had to get to that point, like, look, what they say, you either gonna cry in the Benz or you gonna cry in this one bedroom apartment. Like, I'm gonna allow him to continue to cheat, or I'm gonna be over here chilling. Like, you gotta know your worth. I think that's important in a relationship too, knowing your worth. Y'all wanna know what's like uber crazy? I'm trying to let this dry too. Let this dry before you go in and like really start to do anything over, because if it's not fully dry, then your makeup will skip and then it'll be hard to fill in like that little patch area. Hopefully that makes sense. But y'all know what's like super duper crazy is I called this when Sweetie came out and was like, I like Sweetie too, don't get me wrong, but when she came out and was like, if he ain't buying you no Birkin and such, then he not the man for you. I called it then. I was like, a man could be buying you all this material shit and still be cheating on you, still going upside your head. Like, I think we put so much damn emphasis and so much like value on material shit that sometimes like we forget, like, you need other stuff in order to be in a relationship, because they can give you all this, that money can be long as fuck and they still be doing wrong. So don't I hate it when she said that, because I'm like, a lot of young girls, especially in this generation, I do believe it's a generational thing. Like, young girls just feel like men just have to do everything. And don't get me wrong, my boo, he do pretty good, you know, he take care of me, I'm not mad. But if he was not able to provide me with the material things that he was able to, I would still be around, because all of my needs otherwise, like spiritually, emotionally, physically, have been met, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not really too concerned with the material shit. Now, is that a nice bonus? Hell fucking yes, but it's not a requirement in order to be with me. And I think that we need to stop doing that shit. Stop saying that, you know, they gotta buy you all of this shit in order to be with you. That is dumb as fuck. So many times this generation is super obsessed with being bad bitches and, you know, Instagram baddies and, you know, famous, that we forget about our values sometimes. I don't know if I've ever told y'all, but my boyfriend is not 18 years, sorry. Ooh, I done put an extra 2, bitch. He is 16 years older than me, and it took me having to go older because I just felt like the young guys, especially like my age group, they are just, like, they just not right. And I'm not saying that's all of them. It may be some good ones, but the ones that I was encountering was just not for me. So it took me going older for him to like really understand, like, he has his life on track, he know what he want, like, he like, look, we either gonna be in a relationship or we not gonna be in a relationship. Like, he's very to the point, like he's patient, and I needed that versus this other stuff. Jesus, I can't handle it. This is giving me very much Tiger King. Like, okay, I see what we doing here. It's giving me very much Carol Baskin. Killed her husband, whacked him, all right? Allegedly, okay? Allegedly. Don't come over here with that bullshit. Just allegedly, all right? I just feel like our relationships in today's society and this generation, they are just, let me see which color I'm gonna use out this palette. They're just like not valued like they were back in the day, you know, like when my grandparents were growing up and stuff. Like, their relationship was everything to them. That's why they stayed married for so long. And it's like now it just don't fucking matter. I don't even think marriage is the same as it was back in the day. I don't think people put enough emphasis on marriage anyway. It's like just a piece of paper. Like, yeah, it was a piece of paper back then, but I felt like when you got married back then, it meant something. You know what I'm saying? Now it's just like, yeah, we married on paper, and bitch, I'm still sleeping around. Like, it just, not to say married men back in the day didn't cheat, because we know they did. But I'm just saying it was just different than what it is now. And I don't know. Like, for a long time, like, I even told my boyfriend when I got with him, like, I don't know that I want to be married because I don't feel like people put like the same amount of, you know, effort into marriage, and it's just a piece of paper. He's like, what? Like, you don't want to be married? Like, I don't know about that. I don't know if that's gonna work for me. And I was like, well, I mean, a part of me kind of does, but then a part of me is kind of like, I don't know. Like, now, after being with him, we've been together for about 6-7 months now. But after being with him, I'm like, I could possibly see marriage with him. Like, I could possibly see that. But it took some time, because I'm telling y'all, being out here in the field, dating, it was difficult being out here. It was just nasty. Part of me, like, also felt like there are a lot of women, and I have friends that were like this, who are okay with just being side pieces. Like, that was okay for them because they didn't need a man. They didn't want a man. Let me just say that. They felt like, well, you know, I'm just at a place where I just kind of, not saying like I want to be a hoe, but kind of like I want to be a hoe. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just kind of want that thing, and I'm going to go about my way. So I knew a lot of girls like that, and they were okay that men, you know, they had their wives and stuff like that. Me personally, I grew up seeing that, so I was like, I never want to put a woman through that. That just was my thing. But there are a lot of women who are okay with, you know, just doing what they do, and ain't nothing wrong with that. But I feel like those women are the reason why a lot of men feel like they can do whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because what you won't do, somebody else will do. What you won't tolerate, somebody else will tolerate. So you as a woman feel like, okay, you're not gonna tolerate cheating. Well, I go down here and such will tolerate cheating. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's it's a real sticky situation, but I feel like that plays into why men feel like they can do whatever the fuck they want to. And I'm just speaking on like men and women, like the dynamic of men and women, because that's all that I know. I personally have not dipped into the lady pond. But I can only speak to that. But I'm pretty sure, like, I'm pretty sure this happens in like all types of relationships, whether it's men and women or women and women and men and men. It could be purple and black. I don't know. It could be whatever. I feel like it happens in all relationships. I feel like it's super important to know your worth as a woman, as a man, as a human being, period. You need to know your worth, especially when it comes to relationships. You need to know what you will and you will not tolerate. Like, some women are okay with being mistreated and cheated on as long as you're getting her all the gifts and it's not happening publicly. She's totally fine with that as long as it's behind closed doors. You know, like, everybody has their breaking point on what they will and will not tolerate. Me personally, I'm not tolerating no fucking cheating. That's just, whether it be emotionally, whether it be physically, I don't give a damn. I'm not tolerating that shit. Like, that's just me though. Like, I don't cheat, and I don't deal with cheating. Like, if I feel like I have to cheat, then I'm gonna leave. That's just me. So I already had that conversation with my boo thing. Listen, if I feel like I gotta cheat, like I feel like I'm ready to cheat, we might as well just go ahead and end this whole thing, you know? Like, it's not even worth it. It's like uber important that you have those conversations with whoever you're dating and just, you know, let them know what will and will not be tolerated, your boundaries. That is super important. But you have to set boundaries within yourself too. Like, you can't just go and set boundaries for somebody else if you ain't got boundaries for yourself. Hello choir. But it is super important to just know that, you know, like, I just don't have the patience for it. I'm not tolerating no damn cheating. I'm not tolerating nothing. I'm not tolerating cheating in the afterlife. Like, hell no. And I know so many people, men especially, be like, well, monogamy is something that we made up. I don't give a damn. That's the only thing that I fuck with that we really made up. Yes, because you gonna be monogamous to me. Shit, it's STDs out here. AIDS is real. Okay, that is a real fucking thing. No, no, no. Yeast infections, all of it, like, all of that's real, okay? And you're not bringing that back to me at all. I will be celibate before any of that shit happens. I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna do my liner real quick. Y'all know I do the one size liner. I like this. It didn't really take too much time at all. I think it's like super important to discuss things before you like jump head first into a relationship. Making sure that you discuss things that like bother you, anything. Me and my boyfriend, we talk about everything under the sun. Under the sun. I've asked him, like, does he believe in polygamy? Has he ever wanted to try polygamy? Like, any and everything. Have you ever had STD? Like, when was the last time you got tested? Like, these are things that I think are like super important. So polygamy for me, at one point in time, I thought I was gonna like polygamy. Okay, I was like, I might be into it. But not like where it was multiple females. It was gonna be like multiple males. Cause you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody has had a couple guys that they have dated where you like, damn, if I could only take Tyrone's niceness, mix it with Mike's bedroom action, mixing it with, you know, Keith's attentiveness, and just put that all into one person, and it'd be the shit. So for me, I was like, okay, cool, I'm gonna go ahead and fuck with Mike because he got this, he offering. Then I'm gonna go over here, get this, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, I'll just go to each one and get my needs met, because for a long time I was like, I don't feel like I would be able to get that all in one person. But thank the Lord, I did not. I stayed and I waited, and boom, look what's then happened. Okay, I was able to find it in one person. I'm gonna be using the RJ Beauty lashes. This is in the style short. These are my #1 sellers. Like, people love the short. So I was like, me too, girl, me too. But I do believe that it is super important for you to have conversations, and I don't think that they, you know, the conversations need to happen like all in one day. They just need to be random as hell. Shit, just randomly ask your boo thing something. You know, like, I'll randomly ask him, you ever cheated on somebody? What you feel like causes people to cheat, you know what I'm saying? Because I want to be aware of those signs as well. Like, if I feel like, well, if he says like, hey, if you don't spend enough time with me on the weekends, I feel like I might go out and cheat. So I want to make sure that I'm aware of that, to be like, okay, well, his love language may be quality time. That is my love language. I'm just saying, for example, my love language is definitely quality time. Like, if I don't have quality time, baby, I might go somewhere else and get it, okay? Because I need that in my life. It's a need. It's not a want. Like, I know that I need that because I experience loneliness. Like, your girl needs it, okay? I'm a thug. But I also need to be feeling love. So you gotta learn what is a need for you. Like, something that you just cannot do without, okay? If that is having a Birkin, bitch, make sure we give you a Birkin. Although that is materialistic, okay? I feel like you should do some inner work. Okay, I'm gonna be using 2 primers today. Both of them are from Black Radiance. They sent me these. This one is the matte, the pink one is the matte poreless one, which is kind of similar to my e.l.f. And then this one is the Hydrate and Blur primer. I was on live one day and y'all told me to do this, and I was like, it works, okay, I'm here for it. So we're gonna use the hydrating one first, and I'm telling y'all, like, the way this makes my skin feel, like, I legit put down the e.l.f. because I'm like, my skin feels hydrated. It feels good. Like, I can just feel it working. I normally just try to focus it right here on my T-zone because my forehead has product on it from the concealer of me cleaning up my brows, so I really don't put too much on that, you know what I'm saying? Back to just having random conversations. Like, I talked to my boyfriend about, like, marriage. What does marriage mean to you? Like, if this marriage mean that I gotta, you know, stop working and just be popping out kids? Because, bitch, that's a no-no for me. You tried it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I needed to know that before we just decided, like, hey, we gonna be together type shit. Like, I needed to know exactly what was I getting into, you know? Like, let me know before we just hop off into this. I feel like a lot of people are in relationships with strangers. Like, you're in relationships, I'm gonna let this sit for a little bit, but you're in relationships with a stranger because you ain't asked no damn questions, which is why in this Generation YZX, whatever it's called, I feel like a lot of times, like, they break up so quick because lust is a real thing. Being young too, like being young and in lust versus being in love, like it's the difference being in love. When you are in lust, everything is just sexy. Let's have sex. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like that. But when you're in love with somebody, it's on a completely different level. Like, although you get on my fucking nerves, I'm still not gonna break up with you and we're gonna still be together. That's love. You know what I'm saying? Lust is like, you know what? The thrills is gone. I'm out, bitch. You know, like, so I think a lot of these young couples break up because of that. And you could be in a relationship for 8 years and still be with a stranger. Like, you have to have conversation. For me, that is one of my needs also. I need to have communication. If I don't have communication, bitch, we ain't got Nathan, okay? Because we need to be able to talk about some shit. We need to be able to get it off our chest and move on from it. Like, a lot of people just sweep stuff under the rug and just keep moving like nothing happened. No, something happened and we need to address it. I used to be like that. Like, a lot of times I don't deal with like my personal problems, but as far as like relationship wise, like, yes, I need to be able to talk about this, okay? Because a bitch is real good at cutting people off. I will cut you off in a hot second and not think twice about it. But as I get older, I'm like, I need more people around me, so I gotta stop cutting everybody off, because that is one of my flaws. I'm gonna say it's a flaw. It's definitely one of my flaws, is that I can cut a motherfucker off and not talk to you again and won't care, because I've just gotten so good at just like hiding my emotions and just not dealing with them. It is, yeah, I've been trying to get out of that, y'all. So okay, so now that that has set, I'm gonna go ahead and put my makeup on, my foundation. This is the Maybelline Girl. Do y'all know, because y'all remember I told y'all I have been running out. Do y'all know they upgraded this thing to 30-hour wear? Child. They said who? Oh, damn, I really did want to try that calamine lotion again. I saw this girl do it. Her makeup was flawless. But I don't know. I just feel like it's so fucking heavy. I just don't like it. A lot of people, when you get into relationships, please do not lose yourself, y'all. Like, I'm begging y'all. Like, I've known so many people who have lost themselves. I know I said that earlier, but I'm going to say it again. Please do not lose yourself. Make sure that you still do things that you enjoy doing. Whether that is going out with your friends on the weekend, you having a girls' night, maybe running you a bath, you know what I'm saying, and just drinking some wine. Don't drink wine in the bathtub, y'all. It's dangerous. Whatever you want to do to just make yourself happy, I feel like you should do that, like, for sure. Make sure that you do not lose yourself, because the worst thing is to break up with someone and not know who you are. And now it takes time for you to know yourself again. Like, that is the worst thing. I look at it this way, and I probably shouldn't, so don't really take this to the head, but I feel like everything has an expiration date. Every relationship has an expiration date, whether it be family members, sometimes they ass gotta go. Once again, this is probably one of my toxic traits. Like, I just feel like everything has a expiration date. Everybody is not meant to be in your life forever. That's just not. Whether the expiration date be death, jeez, please don't take them, please. But it might be, you know, death. And so if somebody was to die, Lord, let me knock on some wood around here. I hope that does not happen to anybody. I'm not wishing that on anybody, but I'm just saying, if somebody was to die, are you going to know who you are once that is over? If you guys break up after 10 years, are you going to know who you are once that is over? And finding yourself is very difficult. So I personally believe that you should still have, you know, girls' nights. You should still go on girls' vacations, whatever the case may be. And he should do the same, you know, just making sure that you continue to know self within a relationship. And that's any relationship. Don't lose yourself, okay? Okay, so I'm going to go in with some e.l.f. concealer. And I'm just going to apply that under my eyes and my forehead. Y'all know how I do it. Y'all know. You all know what it is. Don't even trip. Now that I'm done preaching, y'all, I'm sorry if I took up too much of y'all time, but I hope y'all got something for the video. Make sure y'all subscribe if y'all here, honey. But recently I went on a trip to Austin. I was gonna try to vlog it, y'all, but my hair was a mess. I'm glad I didn't vlog it because it was so damn crowded down there. Like, Jesus, I think I would have got ripped off if I'd have tried to vlog anything. But we went down to Austin, this little park and play place, and it was really good. The kids had a really great time. They had go-karts, they had golfing. It was amazing. It was definitely, y'all know, like, I'm not a people person. I can't be around people for too long before I get irritated. And then crowds like bother me. I got problems. I got a lot of problems. So I was irritated, but as long as my kids was happy, that was all that mattered. We stayed down and my feet was cold when we came back. We did a little road trip. Y'all, my boyfriend was, by the end of the road trip, he was so freaking pissed off with me. He's like, we about to get home, because the road trip down was fine, but like on the way back, I wanted to stop for snacks. Like, wait, let me stop and see some snacks. Let me stop and get some food. You know, these bakeries and stuff I ain't never been to. I probably ain't gonna be to them in another 6, 7, 9 months. I don't know, but I need to stop and get all my goodies. So he was pissed because he's like, I'm trying to go back because he still had to work. He's like, I'm trying to go back. You over here playing. Go out. But it was a good trip. If you are able to, especially with the steamies hitting in, if you are able to, make sure you guys take a trip, even if it's just like a day trip. Just go and just vibe and just clear your head. Whether you have kids or not, clear your damn head is super important. Are y'all still wearing y'all masks? Because I know here in Texas they done lifted the little order so you don't have to, but I feel like I'm not listening to nobody who still wear his mask. Like, you're not gonna tell me not to wear my mask, sir, and you still wear yours. Don't sound too kosher to me. So I'm gonna still be wearing mine. I wonder, but I seen like a couple people without their masks. I was like, y'all still wearing y'all masks? Did y'all go out here and get the vaccine? Somebody on the radio saying that the vaccine had given them like a whole bunch of energy. I don't know, y'all. They might be paid to say this shit. My boyfriend is he's in the military too, so he said they probably gonna force him to get it. So I'm gonna see how he react. You know what I'm saying? Make sure I got that life insurance policy update. Not just playing. I'm just playing. Or am I? I know y'all was asking me about that blonde wig. Y'all, I for real do not know the name or the brand of that wig. It was literally the last one on the mannequin. And I just bought it. It didn't come with no box. It didn't come with no tag. Y'all thought I was trying to be shiesty. No, I wasn't. I was being for reals. It didn't come with any of that information. So there was no information for me to give you. I decided to switch my wig back. This is human hair. I've not worn human hair in a while. It's been a while, but I kind of enjoyed the synthetic phase. And the reason why is because, like, they were easy to just put on and just go. They were already styled. It just made it super easy. But the only thing I can say, and maybe somebody can comment and help me out with that, the only thing I can say about synthetic wigs is they do matte after a certain amount of time, like after 2 weeks. The straight ones, not so much the curly ones, but the straight ones, especially like in the back, around the neck area, that was the only thing that bothered me, is that they matted. So I was like, I gotta get my human hair back because I'm tired of playing. Like, we're not about to keep doing this. A little synthetic. Okay, so this is the Maybelline setting powder. You guys know this is what I use. Oh damn, I forgot to set before I put my foundation down. It'll be alright. I ain't doing shit today. It'll be fine. But I normally use like a setting spray, and I'll just spray that on my face. This one, you know what? This one is really good. This Maven Beauty, they sent me this one in my BoxyCharm box. This is actually really good. Like, it, like in the corners over here, I normally get like super greasy. That's the first area that gets greasy for me, and I can really say that that does work. Medium 30, in case anybody has any questions about that setting spray. That is the one that I use initially to set my face, and then I'll go over that with the banana powder from Black Radiance. Black Radiance has some really good products. They're not sponsoring me to say this. I just personally like their products. But then again, y'all know I like to ball out on a budget, so I ain't really hit the expensive shit first. So I also want to put you guys up on game on this. This is the Super Stay Full Coverage Foundation from Maybelline as well. But I actually use this to kind of just set under here. because what I don't like is that harsh residue. Oh my goodness, after you bake, like that harsh line, that bothers me. It's not really my jush, but this stuff will also help you set. So in here, I set with that that lighter setting powder, which is the Maybelline Fit Me. Maybelline has some good products too, y'all. But I set with that in there, just so when I bake, it doesn't become harsh. And I also set down here with this one, again, so when I bake, it doesn't become harsh. But this one is more like towards like my skin tone. It actually is. It's the, ooh, I hate when I like tap that and it kind of shakes a little bit. Anyway, this is the Maybelline Super Stay. It's in the shade 362, so it is truffle, the same thing that I use in the foundation. This one is just a powder foundation, and I just kind of like to just once again just kind of set. But I was like really upset that nobody told me about this. I was like, none of my followers was gonna tell me about this. Like, really, y'all tell me about everything else, what I should and shouldn't be trying. Nobody was gonna tell me about this. I was upset. So this is the Morphe little contour kit or whatever. Y'all know I got beef with Morphe all the time. It's on site. But anyway, this is like the little Morphe thing, and I always use these two colors right here, and I'll just kind of tap back and forth through them to do like my contour, and then I'll bronze in a second. But just to kind of set my contour in place, I'll use that. And this brush has really come in handy. I didn't think that this one was going to be good, but I seen like another person use it, and I was like, oh, okay. I've actually been using this for like my blush, but I really like it for this. Hang on. That's my blue thing. Hold on. Hold on. I got to call for my baby. Hello? Right. Period. You know I'm the #1 influencer ever. You know that.
No doubt.
Right. What you doing? Moving on to the setting powder. I'm gonna go in, and this one is the banana, and I'm just gonna set. I like to set like right under my eyes just to make them a smidget brighter. I live for a good bright under eye. That is just me personally though. Like, I know some people will just stop here and that would be it, and that's fine. But for me, I just love a bright under eye, so I am going to make it brighter. I know I've been raving about this palette since I got it. It's a little dusty, but whatever. This is like my favorite palette, so I'm gonna go in with this. This is the Born to Shine palette from OPV. You know what? I seen somewhere that OPV was black owned. I did not know that. I don't know if it's true. I think BoxyCharm sent me an email, and then the email they were saying like they were doing for Black History Month, they were doing a seminar, and one of the people who were going to be speaking was OPV, and they were black owned. Like, they were like, you know, talking about black owned brands. I don't know if they are. Lately I've been using the oranges. The oranges kind of like mixed with this one a little bit, and it's been popping. So I just do like my little 1-2, not too much. And then I just been applying it to like the higher portion of my cheek and kind of going up to bring my face up, because I don't want to like do it like this anymore, because I feel like it brings my face down. Like, I want all the products to be going up so my face like appears lifted, if that makes sense. And y'all know I don't really what you call that, highlight anymore, because I have texture on my cheeks, and I feel like highlighting kind of brings out the texture. The only place that I highlight is my nose, and that's just to kind of make it appear a little bit slimmer than what it actually is. So this is one of the lipsticks that I will be offering as well. It's not going to come in this tube. This is just a sample tube. But I love how creamy they are. And it doesn't take much. They just kind of glide on. Very easy to, you know, blend out, which is a plus for me. And I'm going to go back in and just kind of trace with that liner. That brown is so pretty to me. I'm just trying to blend it just to make sure it's a nice blend on it. You know what I'm saying? Like just real blended like. But right now I could easily stop here because this is just super pretty, but I'm going to go in with the glosses just to show you guys how the glosses actually apply. Like they're super gorgeous as well. I have been using the iridescent gloss that I have been testing out, and I love the iridescent. The iridescent gloss is beautiful with any lip combo, but I'm not going to use that one. I'm actually going to use the pink one. The pink one on top of this, I think it's just going to bring it out like 10 times more. It's this one. It's a little pink gloss, and it's so cute. So darn cute. Okay, so I'm going to just take it right on top, and these are super pigmented as well. So if you feel like your lipstick is a little bit too white or just lacks some color, put this right on top. And look at that. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, honey. I think those damn synthetic wigs and got me like spoiled because bitches used to having like so much more volume. But this is fine. So this is the end result. I hope you guys really enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys subscribe if you have not done so already. Thanks for watching.